Well, nice to see you guys. I see a lot of regulars here, and I know George was there. Then George vanished into the darkness. But
Hmm.
at any rate, it is December. Says the we're approaching. We're at the penultimate Zoom meeting of the year, and so right, next meeting will be just before Christmas, and we'll have a little hiatus before we kick things up again in January, assuming you guys want to continue this. Um, uh, but anyway, I don't have, well, not surprisingly, there's not a whole lot to announce, but I can announce a couple of things. Um, on December 6th, which is a Saturday, the Vintage Radio and Communications Museum of Connecticut will have a swap meet. So if you're looking for the last minute stocking stuffer for yourself or for your loved one because they don't know it, but they want vintage electronics, there's your chance from 8 to 1 p.m. And then in Marlborough, Massachusetts, there's the final record show that I'm aware of at the Music Expo's vinyl record show from 10 to 3. So that's not far from me. I don't know if I'll be able to make it, but it is on Sunday the 7th. And that, boys, is all the events for the rest of the year that I'm aware of, unless any of you can add something that I didn't realize is pending. Anything to announce, guys? No. Okay, well, not surprisingly. Um, so well, hey, this is a round robin meeting, so we get a chance to go around and see what people are up to, and whatever it is, it can be vintage electronics, or it doesn't have to be. If there's really, really nothing going on to talk about. Anyway, hey, I'm just gonna randomly pick around and see how people are doing. Hey, hey, Greg, why don't you bat lead off?
Well, let me see if I can share the screen
Oh,
here. I'll
well,
show you a
what
couple.
I let me enable that. Sorry about that, but I stepped away for a minute before the meeting started and I forgot to do that. You're good to go.
Okay, let's see if I can bring this up. Photo. There we go.
Oh,
Is that
Oh
yourself?
boy.
he looks pretty sad there.
Mm. It was driven
1934.
hard and put away wet.
Yes, it was.
Yes.
It was. It's a 1934 Stewart Warner. It's called the Prado. They had several different models with fancy grill work like that. Oh, let me get a little closer. Can barely hear me. Can you hear me
Yeah,
now?
yeah,
Any better?
you're
Yeah, I
okay
hear you fine.
before. Yeah, I wasn't sure.
Oh,
I know it's something on Isaiah's side.
oh,
Um,
okay. I got a little closer. But anyway, it's a Model R 1272 Stewart Warner. They call it the Prado. And I picked this up from one of our club members. He had a bunch of radios, went to his house, and well, I looked up some pictures of it, what it was supposed to look like. And let me see if I can show you what it looks like now.
go up, drum
Actually,
roll, please.
please.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like now.
Wow. Wow. Good mama.
Ooh. Wow,
Incredible.
wow, that looks like they did not come from the same radio. That's terrific. Wow, I
Yeah,
love it.
all that veneer
That is
was under all
stunning.
that crust.
Wow.
Did you have to do any veneer replacement, Greg?
Not too much. It was a little bit on the side, um, but all that angled veneer on the sides that was all there. Just took a lot of scraping and sanding to get the old crust off the outside.
I love that two tones striping on the side and all. That's just great. It gives a lot of depth to the radio too, on top of it.
Can you
Surprising.
switch back to the original so we could sort of be blown away twice?
Be prepared to the guy. Remember the Memorex guy with the guy sitting in his chair and he's like being blown with the air going over him?
Yeah, the tie.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's say the original. Let's.
Wow.
Wow. That's a really sad looking piece.
Wow.
That's funny, I can make out, was that just by chance because they called what was the name? The Prada?
Prado,
Prado.
Prado.
Because see, I can make out a P in the grill design. In other words, just by luck,
Oh
by
yeah, good.
coincidence. But
Yeah.
this could be just a Rorschach test. But
There's an R, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's a D, there's an A.
yeah,
The R.
They're
Yeah,
all there.
they're all there. All the letters are there.
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
A.
And that was two-tone where the vertical lines on the sides were. So I didn't see that the first time around. So I'm kind of glad we went back to that. I thought that was just kind of a custom thing that Greg did, but that was actually on the radio.
So Greg, let
just
me ask you,
really
on the
good looking.
buttons on the walnut veneer, uh, are they brass or is that the patina you wanted to leave them at?
That's just the patina they were at. They weren't brass. They probably were parkerized or something new from
Okay.
new on. I just left them like that.
Wow.
All that black. I can tell you a little secret how I got that back in the corners. A nice black tip felt magic marker did wonders.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
a Sharpie.
A Sharpie, yes.
I would believe it. It's amazing because you can get different width ends on those Sharpies, so you can do a pretty compelling job there. Wow,
Mm.
really?
Nice.
It's actually got a good sized speaker. It's about an 8-inch speaker in it.
Yeah, you're not Rick there.
Not bad for a 5-tuber.
No.
No, not at all. That's wow.
I had to
Good.
put a new audio output transformer on it, but outside of that, it was
What was the final? What was the output tube on that, Greg?
42.
42?
Yes.
Yeah, that'll put some punch behind the other four tubes.
Mm-hmm.
Big speaker there.
Yeah. And it's actually got 3 shortwave bands, which is kind of surprising.
Wow.
Interesting.
Just too bad there's hardly anything left to listen to. It's just kind of. I used to get really excited when I see a shortwave band on an old radio. Now I look at it like, all right, well, at least I can get WWV. It's not much left.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Nicely
It's
back.
so nice.
Wow. I love it. I mean,
And luckily, I had a set of knobs that kind of were close to what they should be.
Hmm.
They had some wooden knobs like that.
nice.
There's a lot of looking at pictures of restored ones and to see what it was supposed to look like to get an idea what shades to tone each area and what the knobs were supposed to look like. And
Wow, you
But I-
did nice research. Is this part of your collection or is this already finding a new home?
no, this one made it into my collection. I got kind of
All that
got rid, of, some- got rid of something else to keep this one.
Oh, okay. Hey, I actually didn't notice on the old picture. Was that did you do a new cloth, speaker cloth
I
there?
did, yeah. Here's
Yeah,
the
okay.
original.
What's that?
I said, here's the original how it looked.
Oh
like.
yeah, okay, sure. Okay. I thought it looked pretty haggard, but I was trying to remember. Yeah. Yeah, this was run hard.
Yeah, it was. Well, you can see the top was black originally.
Yeah.
Top section.
Wow, though. Well done. Really well
Yeah.
done. I guess that's Merry Christmas to you.
Oh.
Whoop. We
A lot of
Your audio.
yeah, we lost your audio there, Greg.
Let me see what's.
There you
Oh.
are. Now we can hear you now.
Okay, good. Yeah, and it didn't cost a lot, but a lot of hours it cost.
Yeah, yeah. That's right. Well, labor of love. Well, bravo. And a long list of impressive restorations. Another one, you need to paint a little radio symbol on the side of your truck, so it's also just like the fighters, how many you've restored.
Yeah.
Multi-ace. But well done. Well, thanks, Greg. Hey, Bob, how did the New Jersey swap meet go back in a couple weeks ago? just before Thanksgiving. How'd that go?
Yeah, that was kind of our last shindig for the year, other than our Christmas party. It went rather well. I did really well there. I met some new people. Uh, I I actually came home with some money so I could actually put gas in my vehicle, which is always a good thing. Um, I think the height for me was I guess you watched the video. Um, there was I didn't get this in the video, but I wish I did. There was a guy there with his son. His son, I'm going to guess, was probably around 6 or 7, somewhere in that era. And he came over to my table, and I have, of course, a plethora of vacuum tubes. And then this time around, I had gotten a acquisition from a ham across town. That the short story is I did a couple of transoceanics for him, and they were really long in the tooth. And he's a really super nice guy, so I went all out. I restored the outside, the inside. I made it look like brand new, and I didn't charge him next to anything for it. And as kind of a thank you, he says, just calls me up and he's, come on over to my house. Well, actually, he told me one time, he says, come on over to the house. I got some stuff for you. And we never hooked up. And then he called me one day out of the clear blue on a Friday, and he had radios, stereo equipment. He says, just take it. I just want them out of my garage. I'm like, oh, okay. So he had some nice pieces. He had some 70s and 80s audio gear, some nice speakers. And he also gave me a 70s Radio Shack AM FM radio with the simulated wood veneer cabinet with the little sticker on the side. And
Nice.
I actually turned it on and it worked. But one thing that bothered me was I did work for Radio Shack for about 3.5 weeks before I got fired. So, but I'm not going to share that story with you tonight. We'll do it some other time. But the long and short of it is, I remember that radio. This was probably 1977 or whatever. It was an STA 11, and it had the vertical sweep AM FM dial on, small AM FM. So I opened up. I remember there used to be a little light that would light that dial. So I just ripped the radio apart. I found like 3 caps that I didn't like, and I replaced them. I said, what am I going to do with this bulb? So I took a voltage measurement. I said, hey, I got an idea. So I had a piece of garbage Harbor Freight light that was falling apart or whatever. I saved it because it had a zillion LEDs in the thing. I said, I'll probably do something with it sometime. So I took an LED out of it and I converted it to LED. And I took, since it was a clear LED, I took a piece of shrink wrap tubing so it wouldn't shine directly out the front of the radio. It would just reflect to the back. And it actually came out really nice. And I think I had a $20 number on it. I saw the kid get really excited about it. And the father was like, that kind of thing. Like, give me $5 and let him have the radio. And yeah, he did. That just made my whole day. I said, great. Now I've got a future old radio collector on my hands. So that was just kind of the high point. I just have a couple things to show up here real quick.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Now, I know that Noah grew up a Mopar guy, and I grew up a Chevy guy. And I think I won't tell you all the reasons why I went into adopting Chevy, but I remember every kind of new old stock part I have, or at least half of them, were Delco. And Delco was actually a part of United Radio or something like that, or United something. And I came across this radio a while back, and I just got done doing it probably about 2 weeks ago. I was going to make a video on this.
Oh,
nice.
And this is a little Delco. It's a PT AA5 radio. And this was real dirty. I did the wood, I did the cabinet, and all the plastic. But I think that if you look at pictures of the cool part of this radio is this handle.
Yeah, the lucite handle.
Clear lucite handle, and it's spring loaded. If you remember, some of the little Emersons had that little spring loaded handle on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kind of the same deal. But this came out of the house of probably a heavy smoker. I spent a lot of time cleaning it. But here's the really weird part about it. If you look at a picture of one of these in a collector magazine, this is more like a cream color.
Mm-hmm.
But since this was in a room with a heavy smoker, I must have spent 3 hours trying to polish this out.
Yeah.
Just that plastic front cover.
Yeah.
But actually, it's even all the way around it. I think it came out looking pretty good just the way it was.
Yeah, no, it's even. It looks
so. It's kind of a rare set. You don't see too many of them around. So I was happy to get that one done. The other thing I have is just probably the coolest radio in my collection. My wife found it for me.
What did you do to dissolve the tobacco stuff? and to clean that off?
Oh, my favorite cleaner is Simple Green.
Oh, really?
So
Okay.
I had the dial bezel apart. I had the dial of it, and I was there with a couple polishes and Simple Green with a toothbrush,
Ah, great.
and just it just I spent hours on that thing.
I
Thank you.
bet.
So it
Yeah.
actually came up and for an A85 radio, it's actually pretty selective and does a pretty good job in getting stations. And it does have a little wire in the back that you could put a clip lead on it and run. I have like a 100-foot length of 300 ohm twin lead running out of my bedroom window out to a tree, and I've got the thing up about 15 foot in the air. So that's my little AMD XM10. Now this radio, my wife actually got this for me, and I really love this thing. It's just so cool. And I forgot all about it until my wife just brought it out, because you can see right behind me over here, our china cabinet. That's
Yeah.
Christmas decoration. There's Christmas decorations
Ah,
throughout the
yes.
house now. So she brought this little radio,
Ah,
and I love this thing because it's got the aesthetics, but then you can also tune it.
Oh, wow.
wow.
It lit up.
It's
Cool.
Nice.
Now is that oh, that's AM. Oh, there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
So you can tune it, and it just that's like about 8, or it's probably on a chip or something, but it's so
How
cool.
about that?
That's fun.
So I hope everybody joined their Thanksgiving, and you can stay tuned to my channel, because let's see, what is it? What's today? The 3rd? And if on the 13th, which is next Saturday, not this coming Saturday, we're having our Christmas party. So somewhere thereabouts, maybe Sunday, because that's going to go kind of late. I'll have our Christmas party, and also the gift exchange game, which is always a lot of fun. I don't know if you guys ever done that or anything like that, where you exchange gifts and then you could have the option to steal from somebody else.
The old Yankee swap, as they call it.
Yeah, okay. So that's what you call New England, then, I guess. But it gets rather interesting, and I try to put a nice piece in there. I used to do like Dunn Transoceanics, and it was hilarious watching people fight over that thing. It just, and then you have your share of people that are cheap and they put something crappy in there. But so you get a nice, interesting mix of everything. You'll see that on my channel hopefully soon.
Oh, cool.
Party.
Bob, do you know if it's going to be on YouTube again?
Yeah, I'm going to put it on my channel.
Yeah, no, but the live on YouTube.
Oh, I don't know if they're going to do a live feed. I haven't spoken to Dave about that, so we'll have to see. I won't know until I get there, because that's probably the next time I'll see him.
I'll bring it up tomorrow night.
Oh, okay. Oh, for the TV.
Yeah.
Okay, the TV meeting.
No. On our Zoom get together tomorrow night.
Oh, that's right, Thursday night.
Yeah.
Okay, we have an NJRC thing on Thursday nights, but they don't start till 9 o'clock, and I'm usually by 9:30 I start to mumble my words and become incoherent. So rather than just be a mumble mouth, I just stay away. Unless I had a nap during the day or
Blame it on
something
the
like
skin
that.
off the ionosphere is what it happened.
So, I hope everybody had a nice Thanksgiving. By the way, I forgot to ask everybody. I did the tryptophan boogie. I ate a lot of turkey and ate a lot of stuffing and stood on the scale. I hated myself the next day, but it was worth it.
Yeah.
So it was pretty good.
No, Thanksgiving was terrific. No, it went by too quickly, the whole thing. But yeah, no, that's great. Well, thank you, Bob. You did some great stuff. Really like the restoration job in that Delco. You guys are really have shining examples of great restorations here.
I'm sure Greg did a lot more work on his radio than I did on mine. No, I didn't have to paint anything and
that would seem true.
do research and things like that. Greg does a deep dive, and I sometimes have to do that, but I don't have to do that on everything that comes to my way. So
I looked at the grill on that, all those little round holes that you had to polish in there around. I can see where you put spending hours in on that.
I would
I was there with like Novus #2
Yeah.
on a Q-tip and a
Yeah.
Dremel.
Oh, that's a good idea on on your Dremel. That's
So I think
actually a
I
good
went
idea.
through about 15 Q-tips. I cut it in half and then just polishing up those little circles inside.
It's a good idea because you could put that on Dremel, probably the
Oh,
shaft.
Dremel is one of my favorite tools. It's a wonderful thing, especially if you're starting to get to be that age, where you got to do this to polish it. Nah, you got something that could buff polish without putting streaks or anything on wherever it is you're polishing up. Go for it. Get a tool. But I love Dremels. Dremel is my favorite tool.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Well, thank you, Bob. That's great. Well, let's see here. Hugh, how are you? Good to see you.
I'm good. It's nice to see you too. Come back to me.
Okay, I'll come back to you.
I'm putting some pictures together while
All
I'm
right.
paying complete
That's all right.
attention to everyone else.
No, that's all right. I love it. It's funny.
I've captured it all. It's two
Since,
timing.
since Bob, you went, yeah. So Hugh, we'll rotate back to you later. Bob, it's funny. Since you went caught me on a slight tangent. I love the Far Side. Gary Larson, and I do have one mug, which unfortunately not at hand, but it's got Einstein in front on a blackboard, and he has all these complex equations. And at the end of the equation has a dollar sign. And it says Einstein discovers that time is actually money. And you see Einstein, just and it's like,
My favorite Far Side was these two guys that are out camping and they're sitting on a log, and one guy is just kind of like sitting there doing marshmallows on fire, and the guy next to him is completely covered in flies. And then at the end of the log, you see this can on the ground, and it has the word "on."
That's awesome.
I have one which I was given a mug probably 25 years ago or so, and sadly it's in this day and age somewhat inappropriate, I think. But it shows this guy in like an office meeting room, and there are like five. He's holding a shotgun, and they're like everybody in the room is dead or is on the ground bleeding. And there's a woman standing there, and she's saying, "That does it, Carl. Only decaf for you from now on."
I remember that one. That's that's funny. That's funny. Totally appropriate for a coffee mug.
Yes.
But well, all right, Noah. It's then we'll go right to you. What's going on in down in Texas in Belton?
Well, first off, since we got off on that little bit of a tangent,
You asked for a half a
Oh, I
cup.
have to go.
Nice.
Oh,
Very
man.
nice.
That's great.
half a cup.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
So I'm actually trying to avoid getting too deeply into anything, because I was talking to Greg before. It's like I have this very bad habit of taking things maybe 85, 90% of the way, and then that last 2% or 10% a pain in the butt. And so I succumb to well, it's good enough. It plays, it works. Let me go work on something else, and then get another thing, and then another, and get something that's 10 or 15% done, and then bring it to 85 or 90, and then stop again and go get another one. You wind up with a lot of stuff, but you wind up with a lot of stuff that's not really complete. So I'm trying to, maybe an early New Year's resolution, I'm going to, instead of drag everything else home, I'm going to kind of go round robin of my own around things and say, this isn't quite right. I'm going to tear into that again and see if I can get it the rest of the way. But one of the things I'm trying to avoid, if I can figure out how to share this, there's something coming up this weekend. Here we go. If I click on that and say share, you guys let me know if that shows up. And
It's starting to paint, but not yet. It's threatening. There we go. Dallas Estate Sellers.
Dallas Estate Sellers. Now, where's my little go to the right button. I see my go to the left button. Oh, I might have to move you guys out of the way. There we go.
Yeah, that's probably, yeah, because yep, I can see it. There you go.
It's
So
only 735 pictures.
Oh my
so
goodness.
look what's the opening. Yeah, I'm not going to take you.
Oh,
I'm
man.
not going to take you through 707 photos. I'm going to go real quick just through some of the things that are in there, because apparently this is an estate of a person who was an auctioneer or
Oh,
a
it is the real
collector or
thing.
something.
Oh
And
my
so
That's the real deal.
that's the real deal. And if I try to go quickly through here, like
wow.
got
I
some of
never,
these old radios.
wow.
Here's like a table with a clock built into it. I don't know if there's a radio in there as well, but if I go
Wow. Some
through here,
terrific
Oh my
Kubo
God.
goodness.
Holy
Wow.
moly.
Beer glass tables.
Oh my goodness.
everything is so Art Deco, and mystery clocks.
Oh
And
man, you got to have the house for this. Wow. See that clock that points one? Ooh.
yeah, you got to have multiple houses. Let me get through some of this
Holy
crazy stuff.
cow.
Look, that not only the round mystery clock,
Yeah.
but the square mystery
The
clock.
clock. Wow. I've never seen one of those before until
Yeah.
now.
So, if you know the mystery behind the mystery clock.
I don't. How did they work?
Well,
I know
down
it's
here in the
glass.
base, there's a piece of glass with a gear, very thin gear that's kind of, glued onto the outside of this piece of glass, and it's driven. The motor is down here in the base. And so
Yeah.
what happens is it's imperceptible, but the glass rotates and the minute hand is attached to the glass. So as the glass rotates,
Ah,
unless you've got fingerprints on it, if you look at it and then you look at it again in a half an hour,
Holy cow.
it's imperceptible. You can't see that anything is moving except the minute hand that's floating in midair, and then it's geared on the other side of the glass to move the hour hand. The whole
Ah,
point is the motor is driving the edge of the glass to make it go around and around. So it's like,
so
okay, that's cute, that's clever, that's great, but you can't do that if it's not round.
yeah, that was gonna
yeah.
be my next question.
So that's the real mystery. And so what happens on these is, if you can
Yeah, I can see a stem back there.
and what happens is it actually goes a little left and a little up and a little over and a little down and a little left and a little up and a little over and a little down, just to kind of give a little bit of that motion to that minute hand.
Wow.
Imperceptibly, it's just like, who comes up with this kind of stuff? But
Wow. Holy
I've got a
smokes.
half a dozen or so of these, but I've never been able to find one of those.
Wow.
There's a chance.
Who made the round one?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I'm getting old. I can't remember the thing. But
I have one too.
if you just say mystery clock,
It's a mystery.
you can
Okay.
see them. You can see them up there. But if I just jump through a couple more, just to do a couple radios.
Wow.
Wow, look at that lamp. That's gorgeous. Wow. Damn.
The plane.
Get a bandwidth issue here. Come on. Come on. I'm not advancing anymore. My ancient PC is running out of gas. But anyway, you get the point. So I'm
Wow.
trying. There's like
On our end, your cursor's on the arrow.
a
Or it
dozen
was.
more. Oh, now it jumps.
There we
I gotta
go.
in case I miss something.
Oh, that's interesting.
So there's a record.
Oh, yeah,
player.
that's interesting. What,
Oh,
what
I thought
that
that
is?
was a Zenith.
That's his name. Wow.
So it wasn't just the table radio. It was also.
No, I had a photo 78 phonograph on there.
Oh, look at that.
And I
That
don't know
clock.
what the deal is with the table. If the table has a clock, if there's a radio built
Jeez.
into it, or if it's just a display table. But
Oh,
get through some modern KEF stuff. I have some
Yeah.
KEF speakers, but
seems out of sync with the rest of the stuff, but
yeah. Come on, let's go, keep going. Get the airplanes and weird stuff.
yeah, some weird stuff.
Over here in the corner, we'll get a closer up look at this thing.
Is that sale active? Is there an auction running?
It's this Saturday, this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Oh, so it's an auction on site.
Or it's kind of it's an estate sale. So there
Oh.
are probably prices on these things. So I don't even know. I can't have.
Oh, look at that.
But,
That's interesting.
yeah.
Geez, I'm hoping this stuff came out of storage closets and so forth, or is this what the house looked like?
I
Yeah.
guess it was a big collection that Whoop, I wanted to show that one. I can stop after that, but look at this little guy.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Look at
whoa.
that.
Can
That's
you zoom in on
cool.
that, Noah?
No, I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know how. Wait,
Oh.
maybe if I open the image in a new tab, but then will that share?
Yeah, you'll lose.
Oh, right. You'd have to reshare that tab.
So anyhow, well, you get the idea though. There's just
Wow.
all this weird,
Uh,
cool stuff, and a
Oh,
lot
that
of
is so
radios
cool.
and record players and clocks, and it's just like
Wow. I mean, this is a
it could be a very dangerous thing to go to. So I'm
Yeah.
yeah, it's a deco dream, believe me. Wow, it would be hard not to want to just scoop it all up and buy a period house from that
well, yeah,
era.
right, exactly. You have to buy a whole nother house to
Yeah.
just put the cool stuff in, you know. It's like,
Yeah.
well, anyhow,
Wow.
so that's I may go to that, or I may avoid it like the plague. I don't really know, but
Ooh,
it's
that's a tough one.
I'm
Yeah,
You
going
should
take
go
take
the
the
night.
max.
Go at midnight the night before and put your name on the list, so then you don't have to get up at stupid o'clock in the morning.
right, exactly. So anyhow, so that's what I've been up
Giving
to,
away
is
my
running
secrets.
into stuff like this and trying to figure out, well, these you never know. Are these projects, or are they all actually like functioning items? I just don't know. But
Yeah, that's a tough one, but boy, be some fun project. Even if they don't work, they look nice just sitting there.
that's what's going on down here.
The other clock's a Jefferson clock.
Jefferson, that's it. Yep.
Yeah. I
Jefferson.
have one. I have one. I actually had to order a spare motor for my.
More
Oh, that
clock.
looks like.
I think that's a radio right in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks like a Hammond clock up there.
Let me just jump.
Jeez, look at this stuff.
This is nothing but money.
Yeah. Wow.
Seriously.
That's that lamp. Wow.
Lord. This had to be J.R. Ewing's grandfather.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Wow. I love it. I absolutely
Well,
love it.
it's interesting because more and more estate sales are now running as online auctions.
Yep.
Sorry if I'm interfering with your display. I
No,
think
no.
you're pinned.
You're
Yeah, but
adding.
more and more online auctions that people are running for several days with shipping, that kind of stuff. So on
Yeah,
one hand,
you got to watch out for the buyer's premiums on some of these, though. Some are like really ridiculous.
that is true. That is true.
I've seen them as high as 30%
Oh, wow.
premium.
That's that's one legitimate
Which
old
is,
ceramic trees.
Oh yeah, my mom had one of those, and we had one of these cups in our dining room too.
Yeah, we had my
then,
aunts had they had a terrific ceramic tree.
We still have a set of these.
Oh yeah,
I remember them.
Is that with
I forget who made those.
the webbing inside?
Yep.
Didn't you get them like at First National or something, or
I don't know. There was
a gas station if you bought
glasses in the
carrier.
carrier.
Right.
The patio.
Finest.
Finest. There you
Good
go.
old Finest.
Yeah, good old Finest.
I think I may have. There's a bunch more radios come later on, but I think they're too far away. I won't hold everybody up, but you get the idea. It's like
you go to their website and they have auctions all over the country. In fact, one option was auctions near you, and I clicked, and about 6 of them came up.
Yeah.
They've got. I've never seen this site.
No.
Whoa!
Pause that. Go back one.
Oh, is that the Zephyr? Is that the?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Oh, Joe, there you go. Tell Kathy Christmas is coming.
Oh man, oh wow.
I couldn't begin to lift any of that stuff.
But that's really wow. Now, what's it say?
20th Century Limited?
Yep, something like that.
Gosh.
I mean, it just goes on and on and on. It's crazy. You could just go.
The Desert Rose. My wife has a few of those.
Oh, I mistyped it.
Or two. Fiesta.
That was a picture of people playing Twister. Gee, look at this.
Just too many to go through.
There's a big following for that Fiesta ware.
Oh
yeah.
Apparently not. It's
nuts.
all in one place here. It's like, nobody else has any.
it's interesting, but it's
Oh,
going
Boy,
to be
he did a
a
lot of
Here
entertaining.
we go. And the cookie jar that looks like a
if you,
radio.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
yeah, you got to go the night before and put
Oh,
your name on the
you got
list.
to go there now and buy that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's going to be 500 people in line.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
I can't imagine, there's theoretically they're going to be trying to move all this stuff in a 3-day weekend.
Yeah.
All that glassware. Wow.
No,
Particularly this time of
Oh,
year.
the 39 World's Fair.
Oh yes. Wow.
Nice.
shit.
Joe, you
The-
went to that, didn't you?
Yeah.
There
I had the
you go. Telecron.
Telecron, yeah.
Yay. Yep. Can't help it.
Ashland,
Yay. Go Ashland. Go Clockers.
go Clockers. The electronic stuff, though, sometimes there isn't much interest. You could go on
Right.
the second or third
Well,
day
and
and
that's the
clean
thing
up.
is, yeah, it's
Oh,
clearly in the minority,
Yeah,
compared to
right.
clock.
At the end of the day, a lot of the world is scared of electronic stuff. So,
Victrola.
This is apparently one big honking RCA Victrola of sorts or something.
Wow.
Advertisement or something, and then it's got in the real thing. Look at the condition of the platter.
That looks like an electric motor.
Yeah,
Is that
probably.
a VE8? Yeah. I like the fan.
that Gregorian chant.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, that's
wow.
Atwater.
This is it's got those same kind of colors down the side of what Greg just showed us. I think his radio would look good sitting on top of this one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
there you go.
That's a beautiful. Look at that. That's a very stately radio.
Atwater Kent. I
Yeah.
can't remember the model though.
Looks like it
The
has about
clock.
50
Good
inch
grief.
speaker.
Wow.
Pretty
That
nice shape though.
the clock is a little ornate, a little out of sync with that, but
It just goes on and on. So anyhow, so that's that. Now where's my unshare button? I don't know.
What is the name of that place? Dallas Estate Settlers?
Dallas
Or...
Statesales.net.
Just go to estatesales.net.
Dallas Estate Sellers.
Sellers.
Estate
Okay.
sales.
EstateSales.net, Greg.
Okay, I'll check her out.
now there seemed like a few in Texas. Was there a particular one to go find? Because that would be fun to just look at.
Oh yeah, even just keep my hands in my pockets and just walk around and just go at everything.
Yeah.
It's probably got to take at least a couple 3 hours to just walk around and look at everything.
Yeah.
That perpetually surprised look on your face.
Yeah. And then go home and say, boy, I'm glad I don't have to dust all that stuff. Well,
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I'm impressed. I'll tell you that. I'm very much impressed.
still time to take a nice, trip down south, get away from the cold and the snow.
You're going to get cold too.
Yeah.
Indeed, indeed.
Don't need
Not single digits.
water.
Though,
One of these, if we get up to Tom's place in Vermont, he's probably got a lot of that stuff.
Yeah. But he's lots of toys to go play around in it. So, but, well, all right. Well, thank you very much, Noah. That was really cool. That was a cool. So Gary, how are you? You're in a different location. So used to seeing you surrounded by all your toys.
Yeah, yeah. Well, good evening, everybody. Yeah, I'm in Londonderry, New Hampshire now. Not net, but just for the week. Back in Connecticut. Next Zoom meeting probably.
Oh, that would explain it.
I don't have anything to show, so I don't need to share but I can tell you what I've done. First, I had two comments. One on the Jefferson Golden Hour clock. I have one about during COVID sometime. I put a new motor in mine too. You can get almost any part you can possibly need to keep that clock going.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, all but about maybe one or two pieces. You can get almost everything except the one or two pieces for the basic clock itself. Like maybe either the round thing or the part that holds the motor. I forget. You need to start with a clock,
Yeah.
but you can get anything else you need for it.
I've actually three or four of the ones that I have um, had cracked glass. So I went to the hardware store and just got a sheet of plexiglass and then used one of the good pieces of glass and then just traced around it, and it's plexiglass. And as long as that ring with the gear on it, you cut it right so that you get a nice snug fit on that. And it works really well because it's less mass for that little motor to turn when it's turning a piece of plexiglass instead of a piece of real glass.
I was lucky. All I had to do is replace the motor.
I have one that I can't figure out. I have one that it's not like a 50 hertz, 60 hertz thing, but it loses about 12 minutes a day. It's like in 24 hours, it'll like lose 10 or 12 minutes. And I can't, it doesn't make any sense to me. It's like it's a motor. It's either going to be running or it's not going to be running. And it's going to be, all the rest of them keep time. So why does this one run and it gains time? It doesn't lose time.
That's the smaller plexiglass circle you made.
Maybe I need to put
Ignoring the gear.
in there.
Ignoring the gear.
The only thing I could think of with that is the gear on the rim of the glass is slipping, but it would run slow.
Right. It's
Or
going faster. It's strange.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that'll make it run slow. It's very few that'll make it run fast.
yeah.
Do you use for clock parts? Do you use time savers? Place in Arizona, maybe.
I think that may be where I got the parts for it. That's
Yeah.
sounding right.
Okay.
Interesting.
Just at another flea market, I just buy another. If they're at a flea market, sale kind of thing, you could $15 maybe you can buy a parts one, and so then you get that running, and it's like, well, great, now I own 5 of them instead of 4 of them, and I still don't have a parts clock, so I still have to go look for a parts clock.
And it sounds like they don't all agree on the time.
Right. Well, most of them do. There's this one oddball that runs fast. I don't get it. And maybe it has the wrong motor in it, even though it looks like it's got the same motor as everything else, but I don't know.
All it would take is the wrong gear on the motor shaft.
Right.
To cause that.
It would have to almost be the wrong gear on the motor shaft and on the ring because the teeth wouldn't mesh up or something if it had a different number of teeth, or I don't know. I can't figure it out. It's one of those things I need to stay home and work on that and not go get in trouble up at Dallas. And although I'd love to have that square one. Oh,
yeah. Bring the Max. Bring the Max.
You don't want to get new projects. You should work on the ones you have at home.
You could swap.
Like Noah, I have a couple of 80-90% complete projects that I got to finish up. You're not alone. And I like hearing that I'm not alone.
True.
Anyway, I did make progress a little bit this last couple of weeks. Over COVID, I have a nice Westinghouse. It's a model H161 radio. I wish I could show it to you, but it's not here. But it's AM/FM 1948. It's a mix of octal, loctal, and miniature tubes. But anyway, it had a thing that hung me up a little bit was a silver mica disease in the IF transformer.
Ugh.
This was in a discrete component because this was 48. They still had big IF transformers, trimmer caps on top, and it was a discrete mica cap in it. And so in fact, it was fairly easy to get the transformer out, 2 nuts, cut 5 wires, trace where they went to. And then there's a retaining clip I had to take out, and then the innards just came out. I saw the cap. I tested it. And while working on that radio, I discovered that the Heathkit, the signal tracer, that has a second slide switch on it that said noise.
Yes.
Noise test. It was working on the radio. I found out what that actually did. Perfect for checking for a silver mica disease issue.
Oh, really?
And I found the capacitor that had it. And I could not decipher those capacitors. The colors all mean the same thing, but all the manufacturers didn't put the same dots in the same spot on the body.
Yeah, you throw in
Anyway,
about 140 puff and then see how it works.
yeah, that's it. But it isn't directly across a coil. It's in series with a of the trimmer cap across the coil.
Hmm.
And I calculated 1200 puff for the value based on what I thought I could read. And I put it in, put it back together. Radio works pretty good, except that trimmer cap is wide open and not peaking. So it's too high. But what do I make it? I didn't know. Well, Kutztown this past May, I found it wasn't, I can't say it's a parts receiver. It was a complete receiver, same model, in very poor shape for $5. And
Deal.
I had to get it. And anyway, just a week ago, I took the chassis out, pulled the IF transformer out, looked at the cap in that, and the color coding, the scheme was different. I think it was a more of a standard one. I took it out, I checked it, had no disease. I measured it, it was 1,000 puff. So,
Hmm.
so now I'm going to put a 1,000 puff cap in my radio, and now I have to get a second one. I think I have it. I'll put it in this radio and put it back together, so it still remain a complete radio. The parts. So
I wonder,
I just got to get my radio working again.
Oh, okay. So you haven't put it in yet.
Yeah, no, I haven't put it in yet. I'm halfway there. I'm 50% there, more than 50%. Put a lot of work on this radio back during COVID.
I wonder what the range of the trimmer is. When you have it open, that might be interesting to measure.
I could. I
Just
could.
ballpark. It might give you a sense for whether you're in the ballpark on the fixed capacitor.
Next Zoom meeting, I'll be able to do that. I'll be able
There
to tell you, I mean, I'll do it before then.
Just
All right.
RG,
This radio,
RG.
I just 1 more minute on it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't want to belabor it. This radio, I kind of looked at, I felt I didn't put power to them sometimes until I replaced all the electrolytics. Then I figured it was home free. How bad could a leaky paper cap be? Well, let me tell you, if the leaky paper cap goes from the plate of the output tube to the cathode of the output tube, the little 25-volt capacitor across the cathode resistor is going to explode, which happened. And it was the first month, it did not at me or, back and forth. So, but anyway, I was fine. I got another cap, put it in. It was the first time I ran into what looked to like a mica cap, but was really a paper cap. That square kind of flattish case
Hmm.
style.
Hmm. Interesting.
I don't feel bad. I've been fooled with that too. I had that happen to me twice.
Yeah.
So I used to assume that it's a mica cap, no big deal. But no, it looks like a mica, but it's actually paper.
Yeah, it's a wax
So
paper.
you got to
but it's a
watch.
rectangular wax
Mm.
paper.
Yes, yeah, it's rectangular, kind of flat. In fact, in the parts radio I got, they were all cracked and open up. The radio had a bit of a rougher life, I guess.
Hmm.
At least now you know the value. You should be able to peek out that IF can now.
I'm confident it's right. It's right because not only did it read on a nice M cubed LCR meter, 1,000 puff, but also I found this is the backwards way of doing it. I found a color coding scheme, the mica color coding scheme, I guess you should call it.
Yes.
What dot means what? I found a scheme that says that capacitor is 1,000 puff.
Oh,
So
there you go.
I got two things going for it.
Well, then you'll have to report in at the next Zoom meeting there, Gary.
I expect to be able to, yeah.
I have a quick question for you, Gary. Do you know if that Westinghouse was made in Metuchen, New Jersey?
No, I don't, but I could let you, if you're on in 2 weeks, I could let you know then.
Oh, I'll be back.
Okay.
I'll be back because I don't know exactly when the factory moved. I think they were up in New York for a while, and then they moved to Metuchen, New Jersey, and they kept it there until they finally closed. They were still making tube radios and transistors there until they finally went away. And Metuchen is probably 15 minutes from here, maybe. Got my wife here. 10 minutes.
Ah,
So,
around the corner.
yep.
Okay, well,
All right.
next Zoom meeting, I'll be able to answer those questions. That's
All
cool.
right. Stay tuned to on a cliffhanger. Well, thank you, Gary. That was really interesting.
Ah, you're welcome.
George, it's good to see you. You're very much in the dark there, but we see you. You're very much dim. We got
Yes, I know. Sorry about that.
no, it's fine. So you've got a Walton radio that's looking for a new
Yeah.
home.
Well, yeah. The deal, I won't go into too much details, but it basically fell apart. So I've decided to take the Walton apart, and I'm just gonna go stick my hand in there and see what I can find.
Wow, all
So
right.
we'll see if I can get it fired up. I've got high voltage. The thing that's killing me right now is somewhere along the line I lost my 6.3 volts. So that's doesn't get very far without that. So that's about the scoop of it. So right now I'm here on a pad because I
Stick your head out
consume
there.
my
Maybe a fire alarm.
Whoop. Go ahead, George.
Okay. Yeah, I just so anyways, my desk is all consumed with the chassis splayed all over the place, and so that's about it. So that's what I'm decided to do.
Ah, you're going in. So
Yep, going in.
Well, we hope
After everyone was talking about not going into more projects, that was just. But
well, who knows, right?
anyways.
You know, you may have success and you can have it make it that much more worth to you or
Yeah,
to the
that
outside
was my
world.
thought. Yeah, I'll probably I'll mention it here, but I'll probably put it on Facebook as well. Who knows? There's a lot of people out there who will maybe have some interest in it.
Oh yeah, no, those are, I mean, they're desirable radios, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's just I'm getting to the point where I've got to move some of this stuff along.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I hear a lot of chorus uh-huhs.
So
sounds familiar.
were you able to move your TSM manuals?
I have not. I kind of had thought maybe that would have been something of interest to transistor collectors, but I guess it's not enough money for restoring. Most of them is always usually just replace the 5 mic or whatever electrolytic by the volume control. That's the most common thing that's wrong with them. So no, I had told maybe I package them up like 5 at a time and put them on eBay, or I don't know. I don't think I even will take them at a library for donations.
Yeah, that's a bit
it's like the old Sam's. Yeah. So in any case.
Not to detract from your sales opportunity, but are they online anywhere?
No, Sam's has the copyright, and they viciously protect it. So if you want to get a TSM, you got to go pay the piper, or else try and find a used one on eBay. But anyone who tried to make a CD got nailed. So
interesting.
Oh.
So I was wondering why your square was so dark, George. Maybe you're in the witness protection program. On some of that stuff,
Yeah, that's it. Witness protection. So they don't have the bright light on me, though. No.
Well,
we're not sweating me.
We don't want to give you away, at least not until John uploads it to YouTube. So it's nothing to worry about.
You have to change your voice. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So other than that, I was recently got my technician's license, so I've been having fun on
Very
digital. Good. And yeah, so it's like kind of fun with that. And I keep telling myself this winter I'm gonna go for the general ticket. But for right now, I'm enjoying it. A lot of there's some good nets up here in New England. There's a New England net that's got a whole bunch of repeaters linked, and then I also just started taking a look at DMR. So
congratulations!
It's been interesting.
Very good.
Thank you.
Oh, well, thank you, George. you'll have to keep us posted on how your Walton is coming along.
Yeah, if I get that thing running, I'll put on a video.
That'd be great. That'd be great. Well, thanks. But
It wouldn't be bad, except when I bought it, which was many moons ago out in Michigan, the guy says, "Oh, it's all been redone. It's all perfect." And of course, I was too naive at the time to really go look at it closely. Too excited.
sure.
So, anyway, I found out it wasn't quite in that same state.
Yeah, you've heard all those stories. Oh yeah, this was used by a great grandmother in right outside of Detroit who used to listen to her mass on Sunday mornings. Yeah, okay,
That's it.
No,
That's right.
I think all of us that we've whoever's delved into an old radio with balls or transistors have probably gone through that at least one time.
That's true. It's true.
Don't feel bad.
No, I don't.
We've all been there.
Been there, done it. Yep.
Oh man.
Okay. So
That's great.
Okay.
Well, thank you, George.
You ready for me, John?
Sure. If you're ready, we're ready. So what you got going on here?
Well, I'm going with that issue of, a lot of 90% done projects. Maybe there's a lot of 0% done projects around here, but I've missed a lot of meetings, but been off doing some things, and you're going to get a little taste of that here.
Yeah, go for it, man.
Okay, application window, this. You see that? Inside of a car?
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Alfa Romeo.
This is an Alfa Romeo Montreal model.
Oh, love those.
Fairs, this was shown at the Montreal Expo 67. And they built it from 70 to 74 or so, about 3,500 of them. This example sits in the garage of my ex-college professor, who was also a biomedical engineering professor, same as Tom, did neurophysiology research. And he is currently retired. This car belonged to his now passed away wife. She was an attorney, had two cars. This is one of them. We're going to get to the other one, which I do own now. This one I'm thinking about.
Wow.
It's a crazy machine. It's got Italian, that thing about, the Germans are the police and the Italians are the lovers. This car's got lover all about it.
Yeah. Hey, I have a quick question before you flip over to the other car that you picked up, but does this look like because I'm not an Alpha guy, but was this kind of like the one that Dustin Hoffman drove around in that, what was that movie?
Oh, the Graduate. No.
Graduate.
Yeah, no,
I have a picture of the outside of it coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
These are terrific looking cars.
Yeah, it's a crazy.
My neighbor had one of these.
Yeah. So I may do it. It's just a question of how many Saturdays are involved here. Although it's largely intact body wise, but there's a whole list of stuff like you'd imagine anything from 1974. Well, it has a quad cam V8.
Yeah. Exactly.
Wow. It's only a couple hundred horsepower, but it's a quad cam V8 in there. So, all right, this is going to be jumping around here. We're going to get back to that. This is an antique store in Bellingham, Washington, that we were out this summer. My wife and I sent this picture to my buddy Kevin Eastman, who collects phones, and I'm not sure if he made me buy one of these and bring it. There were two phones on that trip. I had to pack in my carry-on and bring back. It was killing me. Some stuff on the shelves in that same antique store.
It looks like a scanner, maybe.
Yeah, the guy had he had a really nice Pioneer receiver that he wanted stupid money for, and that will come up later in this photo collage here. Anyway.
Wow, how interesting. I think that's a Grundig speaker, maybe at the top.
The top, right there.
I think so.
I think that's a Sencor transistor tester.
Looks that
Sorry
way.
to break in. Tom's leaving. Have a great time, everybody.
Oh, Tom, sorry. Feel better.
Yes. See you later, Tom.
Good night, Tom.
Riff.
Yeah. Indeed, it says transistors and FETs on it.
Okay.
Are you seeing my zooming when I zoom?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
coming through really good.
Yeah, okay, so there we go. I picked up two of these at the flea market in Gardner for $5 each. Desktop, Variac things. But they have this funky switch, which, where is the key for it? This is to keep the students from hurting themselves in class, I think. So I'll have to get a toggle switch in there or something.
Kids with no adult supervision. Way to go.
Yeah.
All right. Last summer, I had to fire the guy working on my deck. So you're going to get a couple deck pictures of what I have played with my electronics. But I built a 2 cornhole board storage thing under the deck so you could slide the cornhole boards under the deck.
Oh, nicely done.
What's with the footing?
Oh, that's part of firing the guy working on the deck. The guy couldn't he started with not being able to place the footings in the right place. And then it went on from there, and I shot him in the middle of framing. And that's what it looks like now.
Oh, wow.
Every one of these angles, 22 and a half, 23, 23 and a half. So it's a thing. There's the alpha.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, never mind, my error.
It's a Bertone, the B.
Yeah, Bertone,
yeah,
Bertone, yeah.
That's different than what my neighbor had. That's not the Dustin Hoffman car.
Okay.
Yeah, no, this has a little more horsepower than Dustin Hoffman.
The snotty one.
Yeah.
M3 style back hood lifting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a 1991 M3, so that was a toss up. Have I passed on from that in time for this? We'll see.
Rubber looks good.
The back of it.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Hugh, I'll share a quick story. I used to remember in Natick, there used to be Farm Motors West.
Yes.
And I bought, I see the M3. Woo. Anyway, there was a guy, a salesman, his name was John Maker. He was a really good car guy. I really liked him. I bought most of my cars through him. And in fact, I bought my last 330 coupe that I ordered from him. And anyway, I got some rims from him, and he went out and he bought one of those. And I met him for dinner at a restaurant in Framingham. And his was red. I don't know if he still has it. I think he went off to Florida, but his was running. He was driving his around. He bought it. I think he bought it. Remember, there was the Yankee Car Museum in the furniture making area, like it was a Greenfield.
Yeah.
Anyway, they closed down the museum. One of those was in there, and he bought that one there.
How about that?
And his was running, so he drove it all the way down there. And I was like, what I'm mad about to myself is I never actually asked him for a ride, But anyway,
you may get one sooner or later. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm counting on it.
You might want to ride the other car too, but I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, there's a European club of these people. They meet at some fancy hotel every year, and there's a parade of different colors. This one happens to be black, but that must have been cool. All right, here's the car part.
Is that yours?
This was the other car in the garage.
Wow.
The 2016, 26,000 miles, stick shift, 560 horsepower.
Yes. You're killing me.
And it's making all my other cars jealous because I'm only driving this one, except now that it's the winter. It's the 295 back tires.
Yeah, that'll do it.
All right, we'll go for a ride in that sometime.
I'm counting on that too.
Yeah, but there's the M3, the M5, and the Benz too. I know it's a divided thing. There we go. So they had done a very nice job bondoing some body damage over here on the left in front of the back tire. Okay. And then they bumped it again there and cracked all the bondo. So it's part of the thing. Anyway, so these pictures are from the Antique Radio Museum in the Netherlands.
Wow.
I told you I went to it.
Yeah.
We were in Amsterdam, and then one day I talked my wife into going to begins with an R, an hour away. It'll come to me. But
Rotterdam?
anyway,
Rotterdam?
Rotterdam, yes, thank you. And so, yeah, I said, let's go to Rotterdam. We took an hour train ride, and these are pictures from that. Lots of European radios, Philips, as you might
Yeah.
imagine, being
Yeah.
the Netherlands. But
Look,
I just grabbed a few shots out of the thing, and you're asking
look at
who's
that thing.
this? Yeah, look at that.
I mean, look at those push buttons. Look at that.
Yeah,
It was like 3, 6, 9,
yeah.
12. It was like 14 buttons or something like that.
Focus.
And look,
Yes.
and look at
So
that tuning
Meter.
eye.
Yeah, yeah.
So those are the different bands. Yeah, that's crazy.
Wow.
A
That's
lot of them are. I guess there's
cool
more
radio.
than one function, but
Huh.
yeah, this place was really neat.
This
Um,
this must be like
rescue.
supposed to be like very early 50s, I would guess. Maybe
Yeah.
late 40s, early 50s.
That's a Philips logo
Yeah,
there.
that's Phillips.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there we go. So all right, let's a couple more shots from that thing. A wall of receivers.
Ooh, I see a Grundig.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, and these are Normandies, maybe this stuff.
Normandies.
Nord
No,
Mendez.
no
Yeah.
more days.
That's Nord. Yeah, that's probably Nord Mendez. That's
Akai, yeah, JVC. I don't know what
wow.
that thing is down on the end there.
Oh, yeah, there's another Phillips.
Yeah,
Wow, some cool stuff.
yeah. I have a lot of pictures of this thing. We could do a picture thing of just here's a cabinet full of transistors and
Wow.
the
Uh,
the phone thing that
Oh, that's the
flips
two
up and
loop
down.
Panasonic.
Sorry.
Go
That was the
ahead.
two loop Panasonic that he just pointed out, the red one.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
there you go. So there's that and more stuff around the
Whoa,
room.
that is
They also had a bunch of video stuff. This is like I think it's a video deck because it would be more channels than that if it was just audio.
no, it's definitely a video deck.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's probably some circular flying head thing in there. This is a projection TV.
Hmm.
They had, and damn if I remember, there's the insides.
Wow.
I
That's
think this guy projected a mirror behind here or something. Um, Crazy things there.
wow.
And it's reel to reels.
Wow.
Oh my God.
I've never seen so many in one place ever.
This is half of them. The other half's on the other side of the table.
That's a Kai quad deck right there.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah. I picked up an Akai recently, 635 or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's another thing that's 0%. There you go. All the radios.
Oh, I see them all. I see Lova Opta. I see
Oh,
Philips. A lot, of course, all European sets of one of the French ones,
Look
dead
at that. Is
center.
that just a speaker or with a radio on top or
Yeah, I don't
This
know.
thing on the right here.
Wow.
yeah.
That looks like a ray. I see a band. I think I see a
Oh yeah,
band
I
up
see the
top.
dial up on the
Dial
top.
face, yeah.
I like the microphone.
could
Yeah.
that be a chair
Yeah.
side?
Could be, but that's a heck of a chair side.
Yeah.
Look
The
at it.
microphones are nice.
Yeah, I see the Grundig. I see. I love that upper top left radio at the top shelf. I think it was a Lova Opta.
Up
Uh,
over there.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that is. Yeah, I think I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's a Lova Opta.
Reaching the limits of camera resolution here.
Yeah, it still got some good shots there. Some fun stuff. Wow.
So, all right, let's move along here. Then we went to Africa in September on a safari. Here's Mr. Leopard
Ah,
taking a snooze in the tree.
They are
Got a-
cats.
And it's all baby animals are cute. The elephants. This is 40 hippopotamus taking a snooze on a sandbar.
wow. A choir of snoring.
Something. They're crazy. And there's the what you call warthogs, little baby warthogs.
Oh yeah.
Lion having dinner, having a Cape Buffalo for dinner in the water there.
Oh yeah. No rotisserie though.
And that's the cheetah. There's all these safari vehicles sitting on a termite mound. There's a parade of safari vehicles going by these things. They just don't even care about it. This is the railing up on the deck, and I had to just show my refinery propane supply here for the smoker and for the grill with the time.
Wow. Nicely done.
All stainless steel. I had to find a plumber who would let me do it and pull the permit for me, and I did. So I have a new plumber. It's great.
Wow, nice looking rails and all that. You did
And
a great.
other custom work was this railing here on the right was short. So
Yeah.
I got a blank railing. I had to reinforce it with a piece of square aluminum tubing in it because it wasn't made to be a end railing. And then I made a spreadsheet to calculate all the holes in the centerpiece here and drilled all those different on both sides so the string was straight.
Wow.
And the last detail was ordering button head stainless screws and drilling them out and threading them into the railing sides so I didn't have wire going through the bare post.
Well done. Very elegant.
It's hard being me. And then Steve Byen and I went on a road trip. We went to the AWA thing in Rochester, but before that, we went to visit his pal in Columbus, who he knows from the Antique Radio Forum, I think. This is his collection of tube testers.
My.
Yeah, this is why we drove all the way to Columbus in the M6, I got to admit. So it was a little bit of a good road trip.
Well,
but,
life's rough.
Yeah, it is. But we went to visit this guy. There's a crazy collection of tube testers. But wait, we're going to see his collection of oscilloscopes.
Oh my God.
I've never seen more scopes in one place, and you never will again.
And curve tracers. He's got a 570 tube curve tracer down here, 576, 575 maybe, this one.
Oh.
So just nuts. And then he had other rooms full of all kinds of electronics. And this gentleman, whose name escapes me right now, used to do TV van outfitting for work. So there's, $1 million vans that would go to, go to football games and stuff like that. So that was his business, but he had a side business of collecting electronics. I heard last time somebody gave a talk about the AWA
that was
conference.
Mr. Carl. Well, Carl gave one on the museum.
This is actually a shot from the museum, all the stuff that was made in Rochester, which is where the AWA is centered. So that's just a bunch of Stromberg Carlson in there. I don't know, whatever.
On the left.
Yeah. Oh, is that over there? That one?
Oh yeah, that would be
way over on with the open door.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah, that's yeah.
There you go. So whatever, that was kind of neat. No benzomatic lanterns here though, because benzomatic was in Rochester too. But
frequency
I see the AWP-8 transoceanic version of the Stromberg Carlson there. That had a temperature gauge and it had a barometer on.
Is that this one in the middle?
That one right there.
Oh, with the map on it. Yeah.
Yep.
That's
cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
They're hard to find in nice condition. They're just the transoceanic with a lot of bells and whistles on it.
Mm-hmm.
Cool radio.
Yeah. Anyway, so
is that wow.
What was the question?
Oh, no, I think Isaiah was wondering. I think he's right. Is that a frequency alligator poster that's on the wall there?
Oh, that's what that looks like. I actually got a couple of those. Yeah, it says United States frequency
Oh yeah,
allocation.
there we go. Yeah.
Roden Schwartz, the test equipment company, was advertising if you sign up for their, advertising emails, a nice frequency spectrum chart, which I might even have one in here. I'll unroll a little later and put it in front of the camera. But okay, this was at the flea market at the AWA thing. And this computer shows up there. And I
Huh.
know Adam Vaughn, collector of old computers.
Yeah.
I sent him a picture. I said, Adam, you interested in this? And he needed a change of clothes after he saw it. He thought it was really great and deputized me to buy it for him. So this was the computer or a similar one used in the War Games movie. So it's
Ah.
got a lot of collectors. The Whopper, the War Operations Processor, and all that stuff. But anyway, Adam was excited to get it. Pretty shape inside and out. And there you go. We stuffed that in the back seat of the M6 and brought it home for him.
Wow.
You know. So the just a couple of shots from the AWA conference was centered on video and history of video and broadcasting. This is the original TV van that the Germans used to broadcast the 1937 Olympic Games.
Interesting.
And the way that this first broadcast van worked, they took a film video, a movie. They ran it through processing in this truck. Can you see my cursor?
Yeah. Yep.
So they ran it through processing in this truck and then came out, and then they went to the scanner and turned it into video signal to broadcast.
Huh.
So
wow, quite elaborate.
And some of this still exists. I don't know if you remember the movie Contact with Jodie Foster.
Yeah, that's a good
When
movie.
she goes up into space somewhere and meets with the guy that looks like her father,
Yep.
and he's talking about humanity and how we're such a spread of good and evil. The video clip that they showed that they picked up in outer space from us was of this 37 was movie from this 37 Olympics.
Right.
Talking about the evil of humanity and the Nazis and all
Right.
that. But, so that's just a little bit of trivia there.
Wow, you need with all that equipment, you had to have a big truck like that. No wonder it was as big as it was.
Yeah, the truck is down here. If you could,
Yeah.
in the thing here. Look at that. Only Telefunken and Fernza cameras on the field.
Well done.
Yeah, look at that. So Olympic flame, da da da. So this was part of the slideshow out there. So
you probably need to have one heck of a big truck carrying film. If that thing's running it like that, I mean, you got to go through film like crazy.
Right. Oh yeah. No, it's it's true. I mean, a couple hours. This is the inside of the IMSA, the computer. It's got a big linear power supply over here on the right. Hopefully, needs to be changed for a switcher, but yeah.
All those ribbon cables. Wow.
Yeah, ribbon cables and lots of dips.
Yeah, boy.
This was one of their contest things. And I'm terrible with names, but one of the guys there is really good at reproducing old batteries. Does the artwork for the cardboard for the old batteries.
Wow.
So this was some of his reproduction work.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So Steve was talking about that too, using some kind of a little roller thing with a scanner to copy the outside of a C cell or a D cell, a round battery to roll it in front of a scanner. Okay, you guys probably know what speaker this is, but this was another restoration of one of their amazingly, talented guys out there. Does anybody know what this speaker is?
Fortunately, I do not.
All right. Well, there you go. And there was a really nice rainbow shot. Look at that beauty.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow.
Actually, two of them. This
Nicely
was
done.
coming going to the conference one morning after a rainstorm. So, this was from Professor's house. Somehow the brown guy had MIT experimenter kits that must have been used in electrical engineering class at MIT. So this one's going to Steve because he's an MIT graduate.
Okay.
All right, other work keeping me busy. I had to make a craft table for my granddaughter, 2 years old, for her birthday on Thanksgiving. So this is the table I made for her.
Very nice.
There's the legs, tilted out 5 degrees in both direction, pocket screwed, and tenoned in here.
Well done.
There we go. Look at that, huh?
Wow, look at that. Quite the town we have in this club.
Yeah, there we go. That's the wood shop. Oh, there we are. Playing on our trampoline, looking longingly at our table.
Nice. With a big ribbon. Nice.
Yeah, that's my wife. She's all about the ribbons. Okay, some yard sales and stuff recently. This Hallicrafters came. This cabinet full of random tubes. Well, not quite random. They're actually numbered. Surely all pulls and God knows what condition, but I see parts cabinets and I'm like, Curly with the trumpet in the boxing ring, the three Stooges. I gotta have them. So I'm buried in old carts cabinets. I bring them to the swap meet and leave them on the free table, and it's still not enough.
See you, George.
Yeah, so 2 new receivers I got.
Oh,
A
Pioneer.
1080.
The big one.
That's a beast.
This receiver goes for stupid money on eBay. At least there's a bunch of them out there for stupid money. I guess maybe they're not moving. I got it for a pretty good price. It actually works, but there's a whole restoration list of electrolytics and coupling capacitors and transistors in the power supply that have been overstressed that need to be gone through to make it a proper restoration.
Wow.
And then this one I got for quite a bit less money, but it doesn't work. So we'll see what's up with that one. Add it on the list. This came from the auction at the AWA. 25 bucks.
Oh,
25 bucks. Wow, what a deal.
That's a score.
God.
So that was a good one.
In nice shape, too.
Yeah, the guy who I put it up at the auction, I mean, it's a donation thing, it's for the club. He said it works fine, so there we go. I'm going to add that to the mono Heathkit amp. Actually, this is stereo. It needs a stereo amp. But one of my friends gave me this Yamaha linear turntable. It weighs a ton, but surely it needs attention. Another toy ARP synthesizer.
Wow, pretty cool.
Yeah, this was at the silent auction, I think, out in Rochester. Maybe no, actually, it was a live auction, I think. But anyway, I saw that and I said, if I don't want this, I know a guy named John Gibbons who'd like it.
Nordmenta Electra, yeah, it's probably like very early 60s, like looks like 61
There
too.
you go. All right. There's the workbench. You can see too many things are getting done and not enough. So
wow. Looks like it's a fun place to explore, I'd say.
Oh golly. I don't need to go to yard sales. I just need to go to the basement and start looking on the back of my shelves.
What do we got there? It's an Emerson?
Fisher. Oh, the Emerson. This Emerson was somewhere. It was like $3. The case. It's been dropped. The case is totally smashed. So, and we'll get another look at that. And then I came upon this Fisher tube amp. It's sad need of. It's kind of corroded on the chassis and stuff. Um, Another yard sale, this Holocrafters police radio, Civic Patrol down here.
Oh, neat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Surely nothing is on the air that this thing would pick up anymore, but
Right. Yeah.
Well, unless somebody has the 6 meter AM.
yeah, there we go. Probably not in use.
Antique.
Another yard sale, this 25-watt Heathkit control lamp, mono. That's actually works. Checked it out, light bulb test, no excessive current draw. This I had at MIT flea market. Nobody bit. Maybe it'll come to Castleton and find a home because it's pretty nice looking. If anybody needs this, I got this wave magnet antenna here in fairly complete shape. So if somebody needs this for one of their restorations, give me a holler.
Good to know. Yeah, it does look to be in nice shape overall.
Yeah.
I think they went on the back of 8 and 10 and 12 tube
Right.
consoles.
Yeah.
And it had a number of wires coming out of the back, and it had, I think, a 4-pin or a 5-pin connector on it.
Right. And it rotates,
It rotates, yes.
Yeah. Had a rotator, so
It's in nice shape.
there was a console that actually needed one of these that I had my eye on. It was in Manchester, New Hampshire, at a surplus electronics guy, but he closed shop. I went up there one day to visit, and he was gone. Anyway,
tube tester.
yard sale find. I was trying to sell this at MIT. It's up if anyone's interested in that. Let me know. We'll figure something out. Club member discount.
Wow.
This came from the guy who had the wave magnet. These are Desitrons, the Nixie tubes that count.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so haven't put power to it, but I just thought it was too cool to pass up. There was actually, they had a series, they must have had a series of these because there was a different one with a blue face at MIT. I wanted too much money for it, though. I wasn't, this is like, got to be cheap or I ain't buying it. But his was an interval, measuring thing. So same kind of counters.
Made in El Segundo.
Couple of meters, can't even see, it's out of focus, whatever. And a Kef subwoofer. That came. Filament transformers, random, 13 amps, 6 volts. I put these up here in case anybody needs a filament transformer. You know what? That's the end, thankfully.
Oh, so wow, you got quite the range of interesting stuff, Hugh. I find this quite entertaining.
There you go. Thanks.
Got cars, got radios.
Good thing I don't log on too often.
This whole part of it,
Next time, I would love it if you took a picture of the motor on your Alpha. I'd love to see what's under that thing.
Okay, I will. I'm thinking if I have one. If you search Alfa Romeo Montreal, the stuff will come up.
Okay.
There was a gorgeous one at the I go to the Lime Rock historic races, on Labor Day weekend, and there was one, there was one there. They had this. I forgot who the collectors had all these rare Italian cars from the '60s, '70s. So oddball. Most have not aged well. The Montreal has aged very nicely, but hey, thanks, Carl. You're dropping. I could call on you, or you want to drop away and say bye bye. I could share the. Did I upload? I think I did upload it. I could always share it next week, so in case you're on next meeting there, Hugh.
Okay.
But, yeah, it was spotless. But yeah, that's terrific.
All right.
Well, let's see here. We still have some time. Thank you, Hugh. That was terrific.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
Hey, Rob, how's it going there in Prescott?
Very, very good. I have officially turned into a winter wimp after living in Minnesota and Michigan and Massachusetts. It was
Okay.
40 degrees outside. That's too cold for me now.
Wow. You ready to move to the valley now?
No, that's too hot. Anyways, yeah, I do have something to share.
Okay.
But how do I get the audio to share also?
There is, oh, so it's like a video you're sharing or something?
Yeah, in
Um,
a part of video.
there's in the share on a video, there's
Share sound.
yeah, thank you.
Got it. All right. Well, am I now sharing?
Not yet. There you go.
Whoa.
I don't know if you remember this.
Yeah.
I saw this thing
Let
at
us
a
hear what that speaker
resale
sounds like.
shop, and it looks like it should be dead. Um, but I bought it, and no
So
knobs. I
Product.
started, before I got into this thing, I noticed, the speaker's in such bad shape. I've never reconed a speaker. And so that was a bit of a challenge, and that's what I started with. Yeah, to show some of the.
oh yeah, the FADA, yeah. 270C.
I wonder if I'm on the right page. No, this isn't right. Hold on, let me share another.
Okay.
Where do I hit the share screen here?
So you can unshare. I can kick you off if you want.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here.
Yeah, we'll get you off.
Okay, hold on. No, that's old. I picked up the wrong one. Huh. Well, that's not good. Oh, here we go. Now let's see if I can share the right screen. All right, Zoom meeting. What? I don't know what I'm doing now. What did I do? I'm completely lost right now.
Hmm.
I'm on a Zoom. And all I have is John. Oh, here it is. Okay, so now I hit share. All right. And this one.
Okay.
All right, let me,
Back at the FADA.
yeah. But see, I'll minimize this. Okay, yeah, so the speaker is shot. It's so
Yeah, it looks pretty
first thing
sad.
yeah, I've been able to
Toilet
recone the
paper and
speaker.
little Elmer's glue.
Ah, there you go.
Anyways, so this is what I found. The cone, I got it from the speaker exchange. I know there's other places, but they seem pretty reasonable. And when I tore the old cone out, this is what the voice coil looks like, which is really weird because it's held up and it's held in place, not by the cone, but by this other mechanism, which is kind of weird.
Hmm.
It's good
Yeah,
though, because it must still be centered.
well, I'm not getting much volume here. So anyway, so this is the cone all stripped out of it, and I sanded down the frame,
Okay.
taped it off so I could paint it, and then I goofed on the measurement of the cone, and I was about I don't know a tenth of an inch or so off. So I found a hardboard or whatever the measurement was. I found some hardboard that was my junk pile that was about the right thickness. So I made a ring, and that gets glued to the frame. Then I put the cone in and glued the cone with the epoxy, and the cardboard and the cone itself was glued with like an Elmer's or a wood glue.
Okay.
That was my first doing a speaker.
Wow.
Yeah, and then of course I just spray painted the outside.
Wow, pretty nicely done.
There you go.
Okay, this is the test setup. I have a signal generator connected to the phono input of the radio that I'm working on. And to check the speaker, I have a D104, and I'm using this one because it has a battery pack. And I'll start out at a kilohertz just to see how this sounds. And the oscilloscope is here so that on the lower frequencies you really can't hear that much. Well, when I tried it on my phone, it wouldn't pick up, the really low signals at all. So here's the scope. 1 kilohertz. Now we'll drop it down to 100 hertz. And you can see at 50 hertz, it's pretty bad. 60. A lot of noise. 100 hertz. Go from 100, 120. 200. See the amplitude changes significantly. 500. Kilohertz. Now we'll go up.
Oh, the dogs start barking.
Back to a kilohertz.
Yeah.
This must be resonance of the speaker. Right around 1200 hertz. Oh. Turn this down a bit. 2 kilohertz. 3 kilohertz. It's rolling off. 4 kilohertz. It's down quite a bit. 5 kilohertz. Yeah.
There's smoke coming out of my tweeters, but
Woof, 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 woof.
question: is the microphone? Is the microphone? Question.
So,
Yeah.
go back to 1 kilohertz. Or 2. Why not? Looks reasonable. And that kind of shows that the speaker works okay. And it also proves that I have way too much time on my hands. But it's been fun.
Nicely done, Rob.
Thank you.
That's great.
That was pretty cool.
All right.
Nice.
This is another thing that I learned. Scotch blue tape.
Ah.
Do not use, because I used it on lacquer, and what it did is it bleached out the area. I had to sand it down.
Oh,
Just thought
interesting.
I'd pass that along because it was a mistake that I made. I didn't look at who reads the inside of the tape reel,
Yeah, that's true.
Interesting.
Wow, good to know.
Is your microphone setup known to be okay at low frequency like that?
No, it's completely unscientific.
Okay, so you hadn't tried it with like a good speaker and a good amp
No,
to see
just to
what
see
it
that it
looked like.
works,
Yeah. And also maybe at the low frequency, the speaker frame is vibrating and, not providing a good mechanical ground. But
So,
there you go.
I don't know if I could zoom in. I
Wow,
think
look at
this.
this.
This was some of the light stuff that blue tape left behind. It used to be a band all the way across here and across there, and I was gently sanding it to try to feather it out. But in some areas, I couldn't quite do that. So that's what blue tape does to lacquer.
Did you lacquer over the bare wood, or was there still shellac? Or I don't even know what's the original finish on something like this.
Probably lacquer. I just sanded it down lightly.
Okay.
And some areas have wood putty in them, so I painted a lot of things black. I couldn't find a picture of what it really looked like. And between the wood putty and damaged areas, and also there was only this center bar, I made these two simply this came off very easily, and I made a cardboard cutout of it, and then the top and the bottom are the same, just the length of it changed to fit in these two locations, so it kind of looks okay. But yeah, all I did for the most part was like 400 grit and then a spray lacquer.
It looks nice, Rob. It really does.
Very nice.
Great.
There's a different
I mean,
size.
that's really good looking. All the different tones. Wow, that's what a nice night and day. Wow, you guys are really on this meeting are really showing us all up here.
Well, actually, I'm learning a lot here. That's how I don't think I would have done this a couple of years ago. Anyways, that's the radio dial.
Yeah, wow.
Wrong knobs again, but I'm going to pursue. And that's the inside of it. Got it all cleaned up. I mean, this cabinet was busted apart at the bottom too. And so that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And that's how my speaker installed.
Wow.
Beauty.
Yeah.
Really well done.
Is it a permanent magnet speaker or
no, it's a dynamic. It has a coil through it, and it has what they called a hum reducing coil. You know, well, I think that's just the power supply. They probably had it opposite to the polarity of the signal coming in.
Right.
So that's a after and before picture.
Wow. Wow. Beautiful. Well done. And tuning eye and all.
Oh.
Yeah, which is a bit weak, and I know I have one in my mess somewhere, but I can't find it. I'll get there.
Nice.
All right, now, how do I do this unshare?
Oh, I can do that for you.
Oh, stop share. Okay.
Got it? Great. Thank you. Awesome.
Cool.
Nicely done.
That's a good save.
Very nice.
Excellent.
So I'm going to call on you anyway, but Mr. Devonshire, how are things? We know that you're a little bit.
They're well. After 7 inches of snow yesterday, I'm doing well. So
7. Okay.
Little story about something I'm going to show you. I was at a state ham fest back in the middle of the summer. And, you know, I always run into people I know, and they all know that I'm into very vintage tube equipment. And one fellow came over to me and says, I rescued this from the dump. I thought of you immediately. I thought, you know, if anybody can bring it back to life, you can. Well, you know, come on, get real here. So I brought it home, and well, things happened to me, and I wasn't able to get to it. But I have some pictures, and I took a lesson today in schematic drawing. So I'll bring that along here, and you can see what I have.
All right.
So this is the radio that was given to me during the summer. It's nothing more than a 3-tube regenerative receiver. Carl's seen it, but he hasn't seen some of the other work yet. This is the back, and I have this apart for a bit because I was going to start working on it. Of course, Mr. Mouse had occupied this for a while and left his or her, you know, calling card in there. So I have to do some serious woodworking on this when I get back to full mobility. And just I'll run you through some pictures of it. And, you can see what's in here. It was well built. Everything seems to be good except for the 2 transformers. And Carl was good enough to give me one of his. I do have the grid leak. I just like Kresge's, so I had to make sure I got a picture of Kresge's on there.
Wow.
Every one of the battery terminals and the antenna terminals are all well identified. The finish on the fan stock clips are in great shape. There's really not much that I'm going to have to do on that end, but the 2 transformers were shot. So let me bring you over to some work I did today. Get out of there. And yesterday I spent most of the day doing a chicken scratch schematic for the radio, and I poked around last night. I wanted to see something anywhere I could use to do something more legible. So I spent quite a few hours today, and I got this, as you can see, from DigiKey, and it doesn't really have a whole lot of things for the type of things that we like to work on, especially in the vintage area. So I would have liked to have seen this a little bit larger, longer, but I can't extend it. But hey, it is what it is, and it works. It takes either three O1As or two O1As and a 71A. So it shouldn't be a big deal to get going. And before I finished up tonight, I identified the connections for the transformers. So I have that. A speaker, probably not, more likely headphones, but I needed to put something, and they don't have any headphone symbols.
Ah.
I didn't put a switch in here yet. That should go down here someplace. And I didn't put the jack for the headphones up here yet. So two things I haven't done. But this is the layout for the radio. So I now have something to go by because my intent is to take the whole thing apart.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm going to kind of keep it as a skeleton together as much as I can, so that I can put it back in the box without messing anything up. But I'll get there. It's just it's a labor of love type of thing. Yeah, I'll report back to him. He asked me to keep him up to date on how things are going. So it's going to be the spring before I get to that.
Mm.
So there you go.
That's
That's
cool.
it's my latest project.
Question. Did you have to build any symbols in the schematic editor?
No, they're all in there. They're on the left-hand side. You have to scroll down, scroll through, and find out what you want. Let's see.
Had you used KiCad at all?
No, I don't know anything about that. Let me bring it back again here. I'll show you.
I'm having to do a little board for a LED project.
You go over to here. You have diagram symbols and schematic
Yeah.
symbols. All right, so you can bring up whatever you need. I used I think it was a flowchart symbol for the antenna over here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I found a ground symbol for it that would work. The variable capacitor, I think the arrow should be the opposite direction, but hey, it works. The variometer, like I said, I was hoping it would be longer, but
There you go.
it should match both coils, on the opposite side, but you get the idea.
Nice.
You can change that when you bring up the components, it's going to give you designations here. I changed the A, the B1, and the B plus amp, the output, the variable pots here. I left the R1 and R2 on there, and I left the L1, L2. What else did I do? Oh, I changed V1, V2, and V3. They came up with some other designation. The grid leak over here, I had to do something with that to correct that. And then I changed the antenna and the ground. And I didn't do anything with this yet. But it's such a simple radio. You kind of know where it goes. You don't need to do a lot more than that. So, it's available in there. It's free, and I like free. So I went with it.
Oh, that's freeware. That's nice.
Yeah. You don't see that often, especially a big company like DigiKey.
Yeah, that's nice. Cool.
Oh, yeah. With my situation, I had some time. I was running around like a wild man for a bit last week. The week before last, to set things up for upcoming events. New Jersey Antique Radio Club runs a DX contest every mid-January, and I have not missed it in a long, long time. And I wasn't about to miss it this year either. So I got my AK-40 up, ready to go, and I have some Hallicrafters and what is it? An SX-25. And if I really wanted to cheat, I could use the SX-42, which is a heck of a lot better. But, and then they have the crystal set over there. Conditions were great Sunday and Monday night, and I tried it before we got on tonight, and conditions aren't quite as good tonight for whatever reason, probably because I don't have a cloud cover. But, with the AK-40, I can hear all the way down to Nashville and out to Chicago and sometimes a little further. So, works well.
Wow. Great. Well, it looks like despite your setback, sounds like you're keeping yourself plenty occupied, Joe.
Oh, I certainly am. Yeah.
Well, that's great. Well, thank you. Well, last but not least, Joe from Michigan. How you doing out there?
No, doing all right. I
Cold?
missed the snow. Yeah,
Want some?
it's 21 degrees here.
Oh my.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you figure I missed all the big snow. I flew out to Maine last Wednesday. Well, Michigan got pounded in snow. I came back as they got pounded with snow. So that
Wow.
was fun. Yeah, landing in Boston last Wednesday, 70 degrees. I'm like, this ain't right. Yeah. So, yeah. Not much new here. I'm fixing my Instant Pot. If you want to talk vintage, it's only like 3 years old. It decided to die on me, so I had to go get a thermal fuse for it. So that was tonight's activity.
Cool. That's all right. Fixing the appliances in the house, that's important.
Yeah, I didn't want to spend $80 on a new one. I'll go buy the $3 part. And it was actually the coolest place. I always heard about the place. And I went in there. It was like walking into an independent Radio Shack. It had the look in there. It was just some small electronic shop that has survived time in Detroit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
we lost ours only recently. You Do Electronics. They closed, not they shuttered their doors earlier this year, or was it maybe late last year? I forget. Time goes by so quickly. But for us, that was sort of like the best go-to independent electronic shop around because they had everything and it was in a good location. But sadly, we well up in tears out here seeing that it's gone. You pretty much now have to do a thing over the internet.
oh yeah, it's
Or
unreal.
you
If they
know,
would just bring them back, or somebody's got to bring some independent one. I know a while back I needed a switch. I had to go to Micro Center, some computer store, to get it because that was like the only place that had it. Otherwise, it was internet for next to nothing, and sometime between now and next year, it'd show up.
Hey, Joe, next time you get back to Maine, you see that?
yeah, there we go.
Oh, hang on, I missed it.
The
Put it back
electronic
up.
equipment parts supply was called HR Distributors.
HR Distributors.
Yeah, as far as I know, they're still down there.
Really?
They're in the city in Portland.
Okay. Oh, down in Portland, yeah.
Yeah.
Check that out.
Let me throw it into
Portland, Maine.
All right, I go to
It's
Sanford when I show up out there.
It's a nondescript building. The only thing they have is a very small sign on the outside. No windows. You need almost like it's like an old speakeasy with a secret handshake password.
Check it out.
Yeah, I'm going back out there in 3 weeks.
It's not it's not a vintage place, but they do have a lot of things in there.
We also have Electronics Plus here in Littleton, Fred's place.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like the little, it's just like a Radio Shack. He's got lots of GC resistors and stuff, cables. It's where the receiver came from, actually. People bring stuff to him, and then he knows Adam and I and Steve. So, but yeah, actually, he knows the guy who owned You Do It.
Yep.
And he now calls him and says potty words to him. Because it used to be that everybody, east of 128 would call You Do It for help.
Yeah.
And west of 128 would call Fran. Now everybody calls Fran. So
didn't You Do It go out of business or close?
Yes. Yeah. That's why they're all calling the guy in Littleton.
Oh, okay.
Because people have electronics,
That was
whatever.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate.
but that was the thing about you doing. It was just the fun part of the experience is wandering around all the aisles, because you're not really looking for something to say, hey, I could use this.
Yeah. I went to their store closing sale a couple of times, but
yeah.
Is Fran still in business in Littleton?
Oh yes, very much so. Yeah, no, we're pals. We go see him all the time.
Yeah.
You give him stuff, he sells it. We could take 50%, consignment. No, he's a great
I
guy.
got something in my backyard. It's only about 10 minutes away. I don't go there that often because their prices are a little tall, but if you're in a pinch, I go to, you can't really see.
Is that Greenbrook?
Greenbrook Electronics.
Yeah, they were always good. They moved.
They used to be actually in Greenbrook, but they moved out of there. Now there's a plumbing company there. So now they're actually in North Plainfield, and they got a lot of square footage in the building that they're in. They still have some old stuff in there. I know they have a guy in there that's doing a lot of repair work, mostly the transistor and tube stereo equipment and guitar amps and stuff like that. But if I'm in a pinch, I need something in a hurry, I just drive over there. I probably go over there probably about every other month. So it's good to have those places around. If you got one there, man, just try to support them as well as you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just slowly but surely dying.
These go away.
Yeah.
There's a lot in my basement, so
Yeah.
Feel free to post. Feel free to
Well,
post.
if you let everybody on YouTube, where you live, I'm sure you'll get a lot of takers on that.
Plus, he has a bunch of cool cars on top of it.
Yes.
So,
no, I mean, but all of us, we all have our little part supplies and cabinets and stuff, so we could use each other for.
Yeah.
I have about 3,500 tubes, so last time I inventoried.
Wow, that's healthy.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Yeah. Well, geez, guys,
I could find them. They're actually I didn't inventory anything, but I know where everything's at. So.
Hey, back to Joe. We interrupted you. Sorry.
Oh yeah, sorry, Joe. Go on.
That's about it.
It's getting warm out there, man.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully it'll warm up for you.
I hope so. This 21 is cold. I'm ready for warm weather.
You're in Michigan?
5 or 6.
Yeah, I'm outside of Detroit.
Yeah, not to mention the winter. It's only December. You still have January and February to look forward to.
Oh Lord, I ain't looking forward to it. My parents are on the west side of the state. They got 2 feet of snow between Thanksgiving and last night.
Wow.
Whatever this snow band was, it literally aimed for where they're at, and it was like 10 miles wide.
Wow.
Yeah, whole world shut down over there.
How about the Upper Peninsula? How are they doing up there?
Girlfriend knows somebody that lives up in Marquette, up near the tip. They were 30 to 40 inches was
That's
whatever
healthy.
came through.
Wow,
that's healthy.
Oh yeah, they finally got wind. That stuff ain't gonna melt till July.
Yeah, that's for sure. At least it's got to be powdery. If at least it's easy to move because it's probably quite cold. So at least it's
It gets nasty. I went to school in Houghton, which is in the peninsula, and when you're saying July, that's at least that was behind the ice stadium. School would shovel all the parking lots and all that, and they would dump it in one spot behind the ice rink, and that would still be there in July.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's cool.
It's a balmy 29 degrees here in central New Jersey.
It's about the last I checked it was 31, but I haven't looked. I would look before our meeting started, so I'm sure it's probably around your temperatures or so by us. But
I'm 21, but I'm only 20 miles from the ocean, so I get the ocean influence.
Oh, there we go. It's balmy.
Yeah.
So inland it must be like 10.
A little bit more, yeah.
Yeah. But
Joe, how close are you to Portland?
68 miles.
North?
I'm south. I'm north.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I've got to go 20 miles west of me to pick up 295, and it's a straight shot right down to Portland.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, boys, was a terrific meeting with a lot of fun and very impressive restorations, you guys. I have to admit there was some great stuff, great results. I'm really impressed. So thanks for sharing all this cool stuff. And meanwhile, wishing you guys a good, stay warm, good, healthy 2 weeks onward to our next meeting just before Christmas. So the next meeting, I don't know. I guess probably will be might be sort of along these lines. We'll see how people want to maybe present. I don't know whether how Santa will feel about reoming, and we'll see how he feels. But we can always play the video. I mean, I may just do that. It's just because it's
Well, you
the
gotta play the
annual thing.
video. It's a hoot.
You got to watch the video. We'll probably play the video. Anyway, we'll do probably another round robin sort of thing, but it'd be more like, hey, you've got some other. Hey, you know what, Bob? If you because I haven't even had a chance to look at it. If you wanted to, if you take any video of like the Christmas party and also the past November, because I haven't had a chance to look at it, you're welcome to share that too as part of the next meeting.
Okay.
Or I could share it through mine, whatever you want to do. But you'd be welcome to share that. We thoroughly enjoy that as part of the whole, wrap up to the year.
If you need content, I can do that.
That'd be great because it'll be just. I'm not going to go through. I think we'll kick off January and let Carl pick up where we left off the AWA museum because that was some really good stuff. We could kick off the new year that way. And I always like to make the last meeting sort of like a relax, bring your own brew, and we'll watch the reoming video and yeah. You can bring your own brew, your own home brew, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to do. But
best I can do is root beer.
yeah, yeah. But hopefully, so hopefully with you guys in 2 weeks. Meanwhile, stay warm, stay dry, stay safe, stay healthy, stay all of those things. So thanks for showing up. You guys have a terrific night, and we'll talk to over the airwaves.
Thank you, John.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Guys.
Take care.
Good night.
Bye.